Hello out there, all you wonderful people. This is Andre the Game Idea Guy. Thank you once again for lending me your time and your ear listening into another Game and Thoughts discussion. And so I'm going to be talking about a couple things related to artificial intelligence in the creative space for geeks. So, first thing I want to go ahead and say, because this is a real paradox in the geek community. Alright, we want artists to be respected and revered and seen and treated with respect, right? Until the artist either doesn't agree with us, won't work on our commission, or their pricing is too high for what we believe the commission should be. Then it's okay to shit on them in public. It's okay to talk badly about them. It's okay to go ahead and say, oh yeah, I'll just go and get an AI to do it. People think that that's a win, that's a gotcha. Honestly, AI art, it's okay, but it's not there at the quality and level of a human artist. Nowhere near yet. At all. So, if you can't afford the artist's rate and they understand how much it costs them to put this time and effort into your commission, that's a problem. That is a whole problem for you, not them. A whole problem for you. They shouldn't be getting mistreated because you don't agree with their rate. You don't like that they stood up for themselves and didn't capitulate to you and bow down the moment that you said, hey, I want this done and I want it now. They're people. They have other things that they have to take care of as well, and they can't just sit and focus on the art, especially with the way the world works right now. I know a lot of artists would love to just sit and crank out artwork all day. They would love to just sit in a room, crank out artwork all day and get paid for it. Some people can't. They just can't. Because they don't have the money like that, and they have to have other jobs and things that they have to take care of, and still, on top of that, have a personal life while trying to be the artist that they want to be. So what we're not going to do, nerd community, is keep crapping on them. After saying, oh yeah, well, such and such was such a great artist, man. Why don't they get more attention? Why don't they get more spotlight? Why aren't more people coming to them? Well, it's these attitudes that we have going towards them that are the problem. Yeah, there are the select few who are like, okay, I understand. I ain't got it right now. Maybe another time. But there's like a large number of people who are super entitled and think that if an artist can't bend themselves to their whim, then they're going to lose money. And you see this actually happen a lot with like people who think that they have a following that's worth people dropping their price for. You don't. It doesn't matter how big your following is. You don't have a following worth that person not making the commission that they set for whatever the art is. So yeah, you don't know what's going to help keep a roof over their head, so don't act like exposure is going to do it for you. It's not. And the fallback argument, well, I'll just get AI to generate it. If you really wanted to go to AI in the first place, you would have just done it. It's not like it's going to be difficult for you to do. It's not like it takes a whole hell of a lot of time. But you didn't for a reason. You didn't, one, because you may like the artist's work. Two, because you know AI art is not quite going to capture the detail that you describe to it. It's just not going to do it. It can do a good job. As somebody who has used AI to generate pictures before myself, it can do a good job, but there is no way in the world it is most definitely going to perfect what you're trying to do. Again, I know that from using it. I would prefer to go to an artist. I'm just not rolling in the dough like that right now. Because I would prefer to go to an artist and commission them to do the things that I want. Again, not rolling in the dough like that. Let's not disrespect the artist for their work. Or, better yet, let's not disrespect the artist or their work, not for their work. I know that there are some people that are just a-holes. I'm one myself, trust me, I know. I know how to channel it, but I'm one myself. Let's not go out of our way to try to put people down for no reason. Just because they either one didn't do what we wanted them to do or couldn't do what we wanted them to do. Let's not do that. Which rolls me into my next point anyway. There's a VA who completely shut down her social media because she got dogpiled on for asking for AI, for a person that made an AI video using her voice to not do that type of stuff with her voice. Weren't we just a few months ago, like a little bit over half a year ago, bashing on Platinum Games for switching to a different voice actress for Bayonetta? And saying how we need to respect the VAs, and in that situation the VA was wrong. As everything came to light and we found out, in that situation the VA was wrong. And still got offered money to do a cameo. More than most people would have gotten for the same thing. But that VA misunderstood their position and thought that they could ask for more from the company when they are still relatively not very well known. Because the person that the company did eventually go to is more well known, so they got more money. So it wasn't a money issue at that point. Rolling back though. A VA asks for you to not use their voice in your AI projects. And the person that got asked took the video down. Now, I don't know if this takedown was before the dog pile or after the dog pile. But either way, they still respected the VA's wishes and took the video down. My thing though is, why did people feel the need to dogpile this woman off of social media? Because she asked for respect for her voice? Because she said, please do not do this with my voice. This is how I make my money. This is a representation of me, whether you understand that or not. So please don't do this. And there are people saying, well, she overreacted. I don't think she overreacted asking for her voice to not be used in something she wasn't a part of. I think the overreaction comes from the community that says that they need to respect everybody's talents, respect everybody's positions, respect their jobs. And then they dogpile one individual person to the point where they decided to leave social media because it was probably going to screw with their mental health if they stayed on it. And they have to use social media in the general sense, as it is a way that they make their contacts and get invited to do different things and get picked up for projects. So you all did a wonderful job there, crapping on someone until they decided that, hey, you know what, it's not worth the risk to my mental health to stay on this toxic ass platform. So which way are we going, nerd community? Are we respecting people and respecting their spaces? Or are we going to crap on them every time they disagree with us and say, well, yeah, we can get AI to do it? Because trust me, AI does not do the job that you guys think it does. It's not intelligent for as much as for as weird as it sounds. AI isn't intelligent. It's not self-thinking currently. At the moment, it's more or less, you spit in some prompts, we spit back out something akin to what your prompt was. Utilizing various different resources that are available. That's how AI currently works. It is not self-motivated. So therefore, it is not thinking. It is not coming up with these creations on its own. It takes your input to come up with it. And even then, for all the stuff that there's available, you have AI artists, you have AI voices, you have AI writers. Pretty sure you have AI musicians or music. All I'm saying currently is AI is a tool at the moment. Do not treat it as something that is a replacement for all of these different things. Trust me, an AI generated story is not going to be as good as one that is well thought out by a person actually writing it. A prompt is not going to give you everything you need to make a cohesive, comprehensive story. Just like it's not going to give you art that is perfect. Like AI art tends to screw up a lot of little details. It screws up hands, screws up eyes a lot of the time. Sometimes it'll blend things together that shouldn't even be there. So there's a lot that AI still doesn't know how to do. It just takes things and throws them together, cobbles them together, so that you can see if it's something that you like. Same thing with the AI voices. It's really just taking words that are put in and manipulating those words to sound like someone else. But it's not thinking. There is no thought process. It's really, AI at this point could be considered a glorified search engine. A search engine that actually generates the idea that you throw at it. I don't know if anybody actually understands that, but that's kind of how AI works. So it's not self-starting like people are, at least not at the moment. And we're not going to go ahead and keep crapping on the people that create the things that we love because they don't agree with us or they don't want to do a particular thing that we want. Let's not do that. Let's not be the paradoxical nerd community. And yes, I know not everyone that does this are the same people, but some of you actually are. That's why I'm addressing it the way I'm addressing it. Some of you are the exact same people who will say, well, we need to respect the voice actors. We need to respect the artists. We need to respect the writers. But then the moment they don't get on with what you want, oh, screw you, I'll just get AI to do it. That's not how it works. Or I should say, that's not how it should work. Shouldn't get people to capitulate by pressuring them into it. But I think I'm done with this subject. I don't want to drag it on too much more than I already have. But you all know my thoughts right now. Anyway, thank you guys very much for listening in. Keep your eyes and ears out for more stuff from me. And until the next time, enjoy your games and peace out, everybody.